Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm so excited to have you all here tonight as we celebrate the official launching of my new book, The Prep Playbook. So, welcome, welcome. Hi, Jordan. I'm so excited, y'all. And let me just tell you, I don't have anything prepared. So we are just going to flow with the Lord tonight. So I'm going to just give everybody a second to come in, but it's going to be really, really good. So I'm excited. Thank you all for taking time to join me tonight. Oh, and let me tell you, my sister really had to speak life into me to throw this book launch because I launched it by faith. And so my sister was like, you need to celebrate. And I was like, right, I do need to celebrate. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll also actually add the link for the book if anyone needs it and just wants to save it. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Go find it real quick. But yeah, so my sister was like, you need to celebrate the book. I was like, you know what? I do need to celebrate the book. So as you guys are coming in, thank you so much for joining me tonight. For my first time visitors, I am Shanice, the founder of Faith in the Wilderness. And for all of my visitors who are joining me again, hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Okay, listen, I'm ready to party too. I wish I could have played music, y'all, but I didn't want to have any copyright infringement things going on. So we just, we go praise in the spirit. Okay. So I know it is Tuesday and I don't want to hold you all too long. Again, tonight was really just about me celebrating all of the tears, all of the manpower, all the brain power, and the spirit of the Lord that went into getting this book created. So, by nature, I'm naturally a writer. I've written all my life. I've done blogs. I used to like to do short fiction stories when I was in elementary school. I'm just a writer by nature. And so, when the Lord called me to start turning my journal prompts into books, it scared me because it's just the thought of when the Lord tells you to do something, it's just something about it that makes you kind of scared. Like when I was writing on my own, it was no problem. But when it was something the Lord told me to do, I was like, whoo. So I sat on it for a long time. And I remember I got a word and the lady was like, do you write? And so I was like, I do. And so she was like, yeah, the Lord wants you to do something with those. And she was like, you don't want to keep the Lord waiting. And I was like, I don't want to keep the Lord waiting. So when I got the idea for the Promise Prep Playbook coming from the Preparing for the Promise series, the Lord was really stressing to me the importance of being prepared to receive the promises that we're believing Him for. And so the book was just a no-brainer because the Lord is like, you're teaching women about how to prepare, but now they need a manual to help guide them. And that is how the book came about. And it was also birthed after a week of grieving. I had just grieved me really releasing a past version of myself. And so I grieved a week. Something I thought was going to be a couple of days turned into a week-long span. But the last day of the grieving process, I woke up and the Lord was like, that's it. And I was like, you know what? That's it. And He told me to go to Starbucks. And when I tell you, I was in that Starbucks for 2 hours and the book supernaturally came together. I had no clue what this manual looked like, but I trusted the Lord when He told me to move. I got up, I got out of my house. He showed me a specific Starbucks to go sit at. I sat at the Starbucks and the book flowed effortlessly. And so today when I was asking Him, I was like, okay, Lord, is there anything you want me to share? Because I knew I was going to share the story, but I was like, let me just also have something to reference. And so the Lord had me pull up all these journals because I am a writer by heart. So I'm pulling up my journals and the Lord is just like, read through, and like each page I'm reading through, He's highlighting what He wanted me to share. And so this specific entry was from March 12th of the top of this year. And so one thing that I wrote down was that there's always a waiting period. And so if you're in a wilderness season or you're just in a season of your life where you haven't really got what you're the Lord for yet, then just know that the Lord has you in the waiting room. But this isn't a waiting room for you to just sit down. This is for you to actually start doing the work to be prepared. Welcome, 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 everybody. I'm so excited to see y'all. I'm going to just pause real quick and thank y'all so much for joining me tonight as we are celebrating the launch of the Promise Prep Playbook. And so thank you for everyone who said the book looks amazing. Thank you. And actually, the book was very intentional because as citizens of the kingdom, we are royalty. And so that is how the design of the book came about. It's the crown. It just has a very regal feel, just reminding us that we are princesses and queens, depending on your age, how you like to identify yourself, of the Lord. And so we should move as such. So thank you. Yeah, so I did drop the link in the chat if you haven't grabbed a copy yet. And if you have grabbed a copy, thank you so much for supporting me. It really means the world to me. I thank y'all so much. And again, my sister is in the chat. This all came about because my sister told me that I needed to celebrate the launch of the book because I was just going to launch it and promote it. And she was like, no, girl, you need to celebrate yourself. So this is my celebration. And y'all are my party guests. And I thank y'all for taking time out of y'all Tuesday evening to come and hear me talk about the Promise Prep Playbook. So yes. Okay. So I'm gonna get back to this excerpt. So I had wrote down on this specific day, this is how intentional the Lord is, because when I was trying to write the book, I'm like, okay, Lord, where do I start? I wrote about this in March. So the Lord said, God uses delays to prepare us. Delays also get us ready for difficulties, and the delays test us. So if you're praying to the Lord and things aren't coming about as quickly as you thought, it's not an overnight thing, it's not a couple of weeks thing, it turns out it's not even a few months thing. That is why the Lord delays us, because he wants us to be prepared. He's trying to build our character. So sometimes I think about, if the Lord gave me what I was believing him for today, could I actually say I was prepared to receive it? And it was a hard reality check because I had to really tell myself, if the Lord gave me what I wanted today, I would not be prepared. I mean, now I'm in a better place. So I would say I think I'm okay now. But back then when I was running, I was like, I'm not prepared to receive the blessings of the Lord. And so I went back to this and it was like, if your dream is delayed, don't fear. And I wrote down that fear keeps you in the wilderness, and many dreams are delayed because you wouldn't step out on faith. And let me see, how can I put this? Sometimes the blessings that we're believing the Lord for are held up because we think like, okay, God isn't hearing us. And the Lord is like, no, I heard you and I'm ready. But what are you going to do? Are you going to show me that you're ready to receive it? Are you going to keep going even though I haven't given it to you? Are you going to have faith that even though it isn't here yet, I'm still going to praise you, I'm still going to do the work, I'm still going to show up day in and day out and show you that even though I don't have it, I believe in you? Welcome, everybody who's coming in. Thank you. It's okay. You're not late, girl. We just getting started. So, and then I wrote that the antidote to fear is to focus on God's presence. One thing that I've really been battling these last few weeks has been discouragement, just feeling defeated. And I'm going to God because I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm doing all these things that you're telling me to do. I'm showing up, I'm recording the videos, I'm making the things. And I'm like, what is going on? And so the Lord checked me in that moment and he was like, you're proclaiming that you have faith, but you are weary in your heart. And I was like, Lord, you are so right. Now listen, y'all, I am a crybaby because that actually made me so emotional because I felt like me being weary was hurting the Lord when the Lord is like, I got you. Why are you weary? If you know you are doing the things that the Lord told you to do, you don't have any reason to be weary because you know without a shadow of a doubt that God is not a man that he shall lie. And if he said it, he's going to do it. So why are you weary? And when I tell you, I was just like, whew, okay, you're right. And so it's just like when I get into the presence of the Lord, it's just this peace that only God can give you, that even though I don't have what I'm believing you for, let me actually take a minute to think about all the things that you have done for me. You have given me a roof over my head. You have given me a car to drive. My kids are healthy. I got a way to get them around. They have clothes on their back. And so it puts me in a place where I'm always just thinking about the goodness of God in my life right now, even though I don't have what I'm looking for. But when I tell y'all, he gathered me, he was like, you're weary in your heart. I see what you're doing externally, but I also see internally. And I always think about the fact that God knows our hearts. And so it checked me in that moment. And so ever since, I'm like, okay, let me get my mind right. Lord, renew my mind, because I do not want to be weary in my heart, but proclaiming to the world that I'm faithful. So let me see. Did I write anything else in this one? Oh, and then I was brought back to this Bible verse the Lord reminded me of, which was Isaiah 66:9, which said, "Do I bring to the moment of birth and not give delivery, says the Lord? Do I close up the womb when I bring to delivery, says your God?" And when I tell you, I said, baby, the Lord don't bring to full term and not deliver. Okay? He do not bring us to full term and not deliver us. Oh, listen, God is so good. God is so good. And so another thing that I had wrote down in May was that growth is required for the blessing. You cannot expect to be the same person you were to get new things from God. There is a growth process that you have to go through in order to receive the blessings. So y'all, ooh, and it was just saying, like, in the waiting, it grows you, it exposes you. It is painful, and especially when you see other people getting blessed. If that does not define your character, when you're like, Lord, what am I doing? Everybody around me seems like they're thriving, they're being blessed. And you like, I know I'm putting plow to the dirt. Like every day I'm waking up at the crack of dawn and it's just not working for me. And the Lord was like, the waiting grooms you. The waiting prepares you, because when it is your turn, nothing can stop the blessings that the Lord is going to pour out into you. So, y'all, if you are believing the Lord for some blessings, just know that when it is time, you're going to know that it is a God blessing because of all of the preparation that you have put in. And let me tell you, I shared a TikTok the other day. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get the scripture for us real quick, because this is a true representation of exactly what I felt like, which was Psalms 126, 5-6, which says, "Those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. They weep as they go plant their seed, but they sing as they return with the harvest." And if that doesn't encourage you, listen, I do not know what will. I always think about, Lord, I have planted many a seeds in tears, so I know that my harvest of joy shall be plentiful. So, y'all, do y'all have any questions like about the book? And then if you're just now joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the official launch party of the Promise Prep Playbook. And I was just sharing a few things that the Lord had poured into me at the top of the year that are very prevalent to where we are now. Oh, we said James 5:8. Let me see what James 5:8 say. Riri done gave us a Bible verse in the chat, so we're going to go to James 5:8 real quick. Okay, so James 5. Okay, we're going to read 7-8. "Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. You too be patient and stand firm, because the Lord's coming is near." Okay, Riri giving us the Bible verse tonight. Thank you, girl. Patiently wait. But what's standing out to me right now is patiently waiting. Woo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, my heart is so full. Y'all do not understand. To everybody who is here tonight, thank you so much for joining me, because I was not going to celebrate this book. I was just going to put it out and by faith believe the Lord. And again, thanks to Riri, she was like, you need to celebrate. And so my tears are tears of joy that you all have come to help me celebrate my book. I'm so appreciative. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jared. Oh, thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh, y'all, I done put my makeup on. I don't know why I put on makeup, knowing that I was going to shed a tear or two, because I am a crier. And so I also too just pray that tonight is just encouragement for anyone who the Lord has called to do something and you've just been hesitant about doing it, because if it is a Lord thing, he will make a way. And the Lord literally, thank you, Jordan, will make a way. And I took the skills that I had, y'all, and brought it together. I knew how to write and I knew how to design. And the Lord was like, you have everything you need. Have you ever just had the Lord tell you have everything you need? And when you sit back and think about it, he was like, you're right. I didn't have to hire anybody to put the book together. I knew how to design. I knew how to write. And it just came together. And the Lord really just blew my mind with it. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. I love y'all so much. I wish, again, I could have played music. I found a good little playlist for us. And then it was like, well, YouTube might mute you. And so I was like, you know what? Well, I don't want to get muted because this is important. And so thank you, everybody, so much. If y'all have any questions about the book or just any questions in general, I'm pretty sure I can answer them. If not, y'all know I can keep talking because the Lord gave me a few scriptures, but I just wanted to flow and just really express my gratitude and really how going live and even writing the book was me getting past myself, because I always have to remember that it's not about me. It's about people who don't know the Lord, or they may know the Lord and they just not sure how to navigate this season. And so I feel honored that the Lord entrusted me with the task of, first of all, and I shared this on my friend Abiana's podcast. Shout out to Abiana, her podcast. I'm gonna go find the link. Y'all should check it out. It was a really good interview. But the Lord, I'm not even out of the wilderness. Like, I feel like I'm right on the cusp of walking from the wilderness into the promised land. But the Lord was like, before you go, I need you to go back and get the women who are still stuck in the wilderness, because they do not know how to navigate the season. They're mislabeling it, so they're mishandling it. And so what'd you say? Will there be a book chat for those who purchase? You know what? We can start a book chat. That is a good idea. I'm gonna work on that, y'all. So hold on, let me write that down because I want to hold myself to that. Let me get a pen real quick. Oh, you know what? Sorry, y'all. I gotta get my little panda cup of pens. Okay, hold on. Let me write down. Okay, because I want to hold myself to that to work on it. But so the Lord was like, I need you to go back and I need you to get the women, because a lot of us are getting stuck in our wilderness season because we are mishandling it. And we're mishandling that time because a lot of women are miseducated. It feels like a time when the Lord is punishing us, but he's really like, I'm just preparing you. You have to be stripped. You have to be refined. It is training ground to release old identities, to release old mindsets, patterns, beliefs, things that people have spoken over you, things that you've picked up that were never yours to carry. It's really a time anybody should want to honestly be in. If you have big blessings, like for the Lord to just do some supernatural things in your life, you want to go through a wilderness season, because that is where the Lord spends the most time with you, because he knows like it's a lot that I need to do in you to get you prepared. But that is just such an intimate time, because I know when I started the top of this year and I really took my walk with the Lord serious, I got like, I met the Lord in a completely different way than I've known him my entire life. Like, I got to know God for myself. I got to really learn to hear his voice. I got to really learn his character. And it really blew my mind. And it's like, I really like, people talk a lot on the internet. And so it was like, it's different when you've actually been in the presence of the Lord, because you know that it's nothing like it. You know that once you've been in the presence of the Lord, you can never, it's like a feeling that you never not want to experience. And that is the relationship that I built with God. I know on the days when I haven't sat in the Lord's presence, because I'm like, ooh, something is missing. And I was like, I didn't sit in the Lord's presence today. It's like, it's a very distinct encounter. And so the wilderness season built my relationship with the Lord. And I remember telling the Lord, I wanted to be a woman after your own heart, like David. And when I say the Lord made it happen, the Lord made it happen. So, how did you identify the season you were in as the wilderness? So, I knew that I was in a wilderness season because the Lord completely stripped everything. He told me when to put things down. He told me what to stop, what to let go of. And it was just like things that used to work didn't work. Things that used to satisfy me didn't satisfy me anymore. The Lord took taste right out of my mouth. Like when I tell y'all, I used to love hookah. We used to always laugh in my family like I could have been a brand ambassador for hookah. That's how much hookah I smoked. The Lord took the taste from hookah right out of my mouth. Like the quality of music I like to listen to changed. And it wasn't this thing where like, I was just like, well, I'm on my walk and I'm gonna stop these things. No, it was just like my desires changed as I started to spend more time with the Lord. But it's just like things that used to make me happy, things that used to just satisfy my flesh, essentially just didn't do it anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, it gotta be more than this. That is my keyword. I was telling the Lord it has to be more than life than this. And that's when I realized like I'm in a wilderness because nothing is working anymore. Okay, yes, I love Deuteronomy. Everything about the wilderness from Exodus to I think Joshua, I am well versed. So but yes, so y'all, again, I just thank y'all so much. And again, if you are interested, if you haven't grabbed a copy of the book, I did drop it at the top. I can add it again really quickly. And then again, if you have bought the book, thank you so much. Oh, okay. Well, I think that is all I have. I will plug you guys in though on my latest series that I just started that the Lord dropped in my spirit is called Picking Up the Pieces. And this series is pretty much just about me in real time, showing what it's like to rebuild your life with God. And so this one is personal. And I remember today the Lord gave me a revelation and I was like, God is so intentional. So I'm super excited to share this new series with you. You can find it on my page. And if you haven't, go ahead and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I think that is all I have for y'all tonight. I'm again so grateful for everyone who showed up to support the launching of the Promise Prep Playbook. This manual is really meant to help you prepare to be in the position to receive the promises of God. And I used myself. I put my story on the line for the sake of helping everybody get prepared. And this is a book I refer to myself to even make sure like I'm still in alignment. I'm always checking my heart posture. I'm always renewing my mind. I think those are two really important things to make sure that you're doing daily. And just really thinking about who I'm becoming, what that life actually looks like. Because I have really been stuck in the tension of not being who I used to be, but haven't really got to who I'm becoming, but navigating integration. That was the word the Lord gave me. I'm in an integration phase of becoming the woman that the Lord has called and created me to be. Yes, okay, girl, that's no problem. So, yes, guys. I'm so grateful for each and every one of y'all. I got my balloons here, and then I got my little sign. Welcome to the official launch of the Promise Prep Playbook. So, thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again to everyone who showed up. It has really been a beautiful night. Y'all really made my night so much. Y'all just don't know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so appreciative. You are so welcome. Thank you, Aviana girl. And if y'all know anybody who is going through a wilderness season, make sure y'all share the link to the book with them because it is time to get our sisters out of the wilderness. Baby, the Lord said, no woman left behind. And I have been charged to come back and get them. Thank you, Dana girl. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Evie. Hearts. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Well, I am not going to hold y'all. That is all I have for y'all tonight. You can find me on YouTube at Faith in the Wilderness with 3 S's if you don't already follow me. I am on Instagram at Faith in the Wilderness. We do have a Facebook community. Let me see if I can get the link real quick because I don't want to hold y'all, but I'm going to add it real quick. Okay, so I'll add the link to the group if you want to join our community. And I'm actually really excited about the community because the Lord has really been speaking to me about the engagement there. So it is about to be turned up a notch. And I am on TikTok at Shanice Ander. I think somebody had the Faith in the Wilderness name. So Shanice Ander on TikTok. And yes, that is where you can find me on all of these beautiful platforms. Thank you, Shanta. Love you too. Thank you so much, everybody who came out tonight. All you beautiful ladies. I don't know if any men are on here, but any of you handsome men. Thank you. Thank you, Misery. It is less than $20. So this was my first of many books to come because the Lord has a lot of books that he has poured into my spirit that he is going to make sure that I put out. So I'm excited for what the Lord is doing. And I just speak blessings over each and every person who took time to sow a seed to be here because it means so much to me. So I pray that the Lord bless you for the time you spent coming to join me launching my book tonight. It really means a lot. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, thank you, Jared's first meeting. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. Y'all, listen, if y'all see me promoting every day, prepare to be sick of me, as the kids say. I'm not an old lady, but I couldn't help but say, as the kids say, okay? Because when you become a mom and then you have kids, and then you like, you know what? I done aged a couple of years, lingo-wise. Well, I think that's all I got, y'all. The Lord done moved on me. I done shed a few tears like I knew I would. And I guess our closing scripture will be Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So I actually have no idea where this just came from. So I know that was the Lord. And that's what we go close on. Galatians 6:9. Thank you. Remember, you're so funny. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I pray that you all have an amazing evening. And I will see y'all, I guess, next Tuesday. Let's do it. Let's do it next Tuesday. We back at it. I don't know what it's going to be about, so y'all just stay tuned about what the live will be about. But I love you all. Be blessed and chat soon.